I wasn't too happy playing a negative character. So I like to be positive, but the character was very elegant.
Yes.
Very graceful.
Very chic.
Yeah. I sat her down. I was doing that. And I was doing this olive oil and salt massage, just girly thing backstage, back in our makeup rooms. And somebody came in and said, "Isko shoot karna chahiye." Ki maine kaha uski seva kar rahi hai. I grew up watching Amitabh Bachchan.
Yeah.
If Amitabh Bachchan tells me, "Come on, Ruby, you're great, you can do this," I'd be on top of the world.
Yes.
You know, I would just be like so charged up. मैंने fashion street के कपड़े पहने थे. There was no designers or anything, just 100 रुपए का shorts. Because Channel V was a college kids channel.
Right.
So we were told not to wear designer clothes, just buy any, tank top and shorts and just run around. Acting is not about that. It's about entertaining people. It's about uplifting them, spreading joy.
Yeah.
Spreading happiness. I had to leave ISKCON because some people in my family were concerned about it. They thought it was too much. And so then when I was not going to ISKCON, that time I couldn't handle it. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I really have no clue what I'm doing on this earth, frankly.
Today I'm joined by Ruby Bhatia. Ruby Bhatia was once one of the most known faces on Indian satellite television. She's been an anchor, she's been a host, she's been a VJ, she's been an actress. And then at the pinnacle of her success, she quit it all to pursue a path of spirituality, morality, and humanity. So how does she balance both of these worlds? I think we'll find out today. Ruby ji, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here. Thank you, COVID. And wait, COVID is kind of hard to say that.
It is what it is.
Without laughing or without crying.
Yes.
I mean, after we all went through the pandemic, what does COVID mean exactly? COVID?
COVID means scholar. It comes from the Hanuman Chalisa. That's the origin of the name.
Oh, which line is it?
Kavi COVID kaise ke kaha.
Arey wah, kya baat.
Very
nice. Very nice. So thank you for having me.
No, thank you so much for being here. So when people meet you today, the Ruby Bhatia they meet today is very different from the Ruby Bhatia that they first started seeing on their television screens in the 90s. Which of these Rubies is the more authentic one?
So, Covid, let me take you back a little bit further, okay? Because I know myself and I know my journey. And the people in Toronto whom I grew up with, they know me. So for them, it's nothing new. Growing up in Ajax, actually, a suburb of Toronto, when I was 18, I took my first sannyas in my head, where I said, Lord, I want only you. I mean, in this 50 years, what's going to happen? What's really going to happen? I'm 18 now, so by the time you're 70, 75, your productive years are over. So I said, God, two things. First of all, this life belongs to you. You can do whatever you wish with it, but I want only you. And having said that, I started studying philosophy at the University of Toronto, trying to find the truth. Then Miss India Canada happened, and it was a small pageant near my house, and I said, okay, let's just do it for fun. And when I won, I thought it's a waste. I thought, what am I going to do with this? But then my spiritual uncle, he said, become something, you can help people. And I thought, okay. And then I came to India and overnight there was success. And I said, okay. So in the Bible, there's a quote that says, one of the quotes from the Bible, seek ye first the kingdom of God and the rest will be added unto you. So the moment I renounced everything, everything was added unto me. And he said, become something, you can help people. So I said, okay. So 10 years it took me to become something or, establish. And then I felt like I need to find the answers for myself. So when I was 28, I completed my degree in philosophy at the University of Mumbai. So I'd done a cross comparison of Eastern and Western philosophy, but I still didn't find the truth. Okay. So simultaneously at 25, because inwardly, I had come to India looking for God. I knew, in fact, there's a little joke that there's a person who travels around the world, and when he's in England, he sees a church and there's a golden phone and there's a priest, and he says, what is this for? He said, you can call God. So he said, how much does it cost? He said, 10,000 pounds. He said, oh, it's too expensive. And the same thing happens in America, and it's $1,000, so it's less, or something like that. And then he comes to India and he sees a roadside temple with a golden phone. And he says, what is this? He said, you can call God. How much does it cost? 1 rupee only. He said, 1 rupee, but everywhere it was so expensive. He said, yes, my son, for us, it is a local call. So I always knew that God, I could find God in India. This I knew, whether I go to the Himalayas or wherever.
Had you been to India growing up?
Yes, I used to come every 3 years to visit my grandparents and family.
Okay.
So I was always fascinated and I felt at home in India. Apnapan lagta hai na, apna desh hai. So anyway, So I completed my degree and then I still didn't have the answers. There's an ISKCON temple near my house and I love going there. And that gave me a lot of, I love ISKCON. I feel at home. And the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, the Charniyam, the chanting, Ekadashi, everything was just very suitable to me because my grandmother is from Vrindavan. So I'd grown up with, Laddu Gopal and everything, Krishna Bhakti. So that was very beautiful. But then I had to find, how do I put it? There's something that appeals to your heart. That is ISKCON for me. But I needed to have answers for the people I'm helping also. Something that was more kind of universal. And I went all over India. I met the Dalai Lama, Shri Shri Ravi Shankar, Sadhguru. I'd met Chinmayananji before he passed away. And I'd met Mata Amritanandamai. And then I came to my guru, Shri Shri Paramahansa Yogananda, author of Autobiography of a Yogi, which is the only book on Steve Jobs' iPad. Okay, because he read it 40 times. So I finally found the answers. And I think I really highly recommend, especially to the NRIs out there, the NRI youth, whom in a way I'm one of them and I represent them and I want to reach out to them because I myself have been seeking for so many years. And along with the autobiography comes the SRF lessons. And the lessons answered all my questions, Atma, Paramatma, everything. So I took Diksha 20 years ago. And so at 30, I left everything because I've come to India to find God. And I have to get on with it. I had already established my career to the extent that I needed to in order to be able to help people. First, become something you can help people. These were my guiding lines, guiding words. So I said, ye to ho gaya. I've already established, or God has already made that happen. But how will I help people if I don't have the answers for myself? And so 2 years I was in silence, only meditating. I thought Bhagwan ko paane mein 10-15 janam lag jayenge. But 2 saal mein hi ho gaya with the Kriya Yoga technique that we do. Kriya Yoga is a spinal pranayam. The way in is the way out. So if you've ever heard of the tunnel, people who have NDE experiences. So you go into the tunnel, that is the spine. And the light at the end of the tunnel is the third eye. The Atma jo hai bahut sukshma hoti hai. It goes into the spine and out through the third eye, into the land of light, which is like a different dimension. It's like everything is made of light, right? Everything is light if you look under a microscope. So it just answered all my questions scientifically. And the bliss, the joy, the peace, everything started to come. So then I said, what do I do now? I'm done. And then I said, I started going to the ashram. I met my husband. He's a fellow disciple. We got married. Ab yahan tak to mujhe samajh aaya. ठीक है. Uske baad he said he wants kids. I said, देखो, I've gone through so much in my life. I just want stability. नहीं, बच्चे होने चाहिए. I said, okay, chalo. If God wants. So then we had 2 boys, Krishna and Vishnu. And I went bonkers as a mom, clinically insane, because I went from complete silence to complete chaos. With them running around. And they're very sweet. I really do love them very much. But it's crazy being a mom. Like, how can you, like, as you said in the beginning of this, how do you do it all? I don't know. I just blindly go through my day and, somehow like all of us, just, go along with it all and do the best you can. And so I'm very peaceful in the temple, but when I come home, I'm screaming at them, which I don't like. But then I call myself the Momster. So I'm like, come on, if you guys are screaming, I'm going to scream louder than you. So all of that chaos is going on in everybody's life. But I'm thankful that I got the opportunity to seek properly and to really, like, it took me 20 years to come to the truth. And with my guru, with Babaji Lahiri Mashe, we have a line of gurus, Mahavatar Babaji Lahiri Mashe, Swami Shri Yukteswarji, and Paramahansa Yogananji. So I'm very thankful. And now I've also rejoined with ISKCON again. So I'm able to do that as well. And it's all just coming together and I feel so happy.
So you said it took 20 years for you to reach the truth. What is the truth?
Okay, so like I gave you some examples of like the Kriya, right? So Atma, what is soul? Okay, the soul is encased in 3 bodies. The causal body, the astral body, and the physical body. So if you want to move your hand, this is not me, this is from Guruji's teachings. So if you want to move your hand, you have to first think it, that's the causal body. Okay, then you have to send light and energy, that's the astral body. Then you move your physical hand. Okay, so when we sit to meditate, first we drop the physical body. Okay, and then there's some tension somewhere, that's the astral body. then there's only thoughts. That's the causal body. And when you drop that, then you experience the soul, which is the gateway to spirit. His soul is like a wave of the ocean of spirit, right? Everything is one.
Yeah.
So the soul has 6 primary qualities: love, light, peace, joy, wisdom, and bliss. So when you experience any of these qualities, normally peace we experience first in meditation. And then you sink deeper into meditation, you experience yourself as one with the universe. And there's a quote in the Bhagavad Gita shlok, gaining which he considers no gain as greater than that. That is a state of God consciousness. And I remember being in this bliss and going, do I want a pizza? No. Do you want a new dress? No. Do you want to go to Maldives? No. I said, nothing. Nothing can be greater than this feeling right now. But then I'd open my eyes, go out and have a pizza and buy a dress, because then you're back into that consciousness. Okay. So this is an example. And if anybody wants to explore the truth further, I asked them to read Autobiography of a Yogi and sign up for the YSS SRF lessons. If you feel it's a truth, fine. If not, let it go. And if you have a higher truth, tell me, because I want the truth. I don't want to compromise with the truth. Now, having said that, and in all fairness, I oftentimes in the ISKCON temple, I'm with my tilak and I'm chanting, because bhakti to me comes naturally. And it was my first path, Srila Prabhupada. And तो मैं बोलती हूँ कि वो मेरा मायका है और ये मेरा ससुराल है. I need both. ISKCON and YSS, I do both, because I was with ISKCON for 5 years and it just completes my life. So I feel happy. I do both. I feel balanced in my spiritual life.
You know, you mentioned pizza and you mentioned the Dalai Lama. Have you heard the joke, the Dalai Lama pizza joke?
No.
So the joke, I tell it to everybody and I get made fun of all the time. The joke is, the Dalai Lama walks into a pizza shop and the guy behind the counter says, what kind of pizza do you want?
Right.
And the Dalai Lama says, make me one with everything.
Oh.
And I always get these dad joke, comments to it.
Okay, so you gave me another one now, because I love these kind of clear jokes we can use on stage.
Yes. So anyway, but coming back to your spirituality, an 18-year-old second generation immigrant girl in the 90s in Toronto, saying that she wants to take sannyas. That's very unusual. That's not what most 18-year-olds aspire to do. So what do you think, what were the triggers in your childhood and your upbringing that kind of gave you that realization?
It's kind of funny, okay? See, I was very ambitious, okay? My parents, they raised me very Sanskari, like, hum Hindustani hain, hum Indian hain, hum Canadian nahi hai. We are thankful to Canada, but we are not Western.
Yeah.
Being Western was a big problem.
Yes.
Why are you wearing this dress? It's too Western. And why did you wear a suit or a sari? तो संस्कार, कूट के संस्कार भरती थे मम्मी पापा ने मेरे अंदर. और फिर उस टाइम पे महाभारत and रामायण भी आया था on TV. So we were speaking the शुद्ध हिंदी at home. कि पिताश्री and माताश्री आपका प्रतीक्षा कर रही हूँ. All of that was going on, okay, full swing. So then my parents were also very ambitious for me. So they wanted me to be like, I don't know, something like the first woman prime minister of Canada or something like that, which I found very stressful. Like, how am I going to do it?
Yeah.
Then I said, what is the highest ambition? So I just thought about it. I think it's not rocket science. It's just, if you sit for 2 minutes and think, what is the purpose of human life? Only you have to leave. The highest I had heard of was moksha. Moksha and God realization is the purpose. Manushya Jivan ka purpose hai moksha and God realization.
Yeah.
So I said, then we must do that because we don't have time. जो काम करना है फटाफट करना है. So that's why I was very much, and I had a natural, see, I grew up in Ajax, so there was nothing. There was just the moon and the sun and the stars. There were no people, just countryside and me and God. So all the time I was just like talking to God all the time and in that consciousness, but I just felt that I must achieve the purpose of human life. So I'm very thankful I was able to fulfill that. I was very thankful. And also, having said that, I mean, honestly, I think there's some confusion in our heads about God. We think God is somebody very serious, solemn, sober, but God is joy. Satchit Anand Swarup. And God is me. It's within me. I am मैं उसका अंश हूँ. तो आत्मा और परमात्मा. But then these kind of sound a little boring. But when you're experiencing the joy and the bliss, then it's not boring. It is all entertaining. It is all ever new joy. And it is who we are. Now let's talk something very practical. Okay? When we were 5, we were happy. Okay? No fancy philosophy, no confusion between religions, kaun sa dharam, kaun sa kya. We were naturally happy because हमारे चक्र खुले हुए थे. Okay? 5 साल के बच्चे के चक्र खुले होते हैं. They're bright and happy. My question is, when I'm 12, 13, 14 and adulthood starts to come in, why do we become miserable? I want to be the same happy I was when I was 5. And when I'm not, then I feel sad. What happened? It means कि दुनिया Maya has taken over. Okay? This is not the purity of the soul. Just a basic concept, not related to any religion, caste, or creed.
Yeah.
I want to be that same bubbly, joyous, happy Ruby, which came from God. Right? Fresh out of the oven or whatever. It has 5.
Yes.
So we're going to go back to that. So why get caught up in the kichad or the corruption or the craziness of this world?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So these are the kind of questions that run in my mind with my own life. When I find that I'm running around, I'm in the rat race. You know, there's nothing I really want to achieve in this life anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I really have no clue what I'm doing on this earth. Frankly. But if I'm here, then I'll try to do something proper out of it, like God realization, helping others. That's why I'm life coaching now. We'll come to that. So if you want to be happy, you need God. It's not possible. It's like electricity in the universe. We are all bulbs. Or like a cell that needs to be charged. Okay, you need to be charged. And if you go to any temple, mosque, gurdwara, church, you will come out rote rote aate hain, haste haste jate hain, whether you believe or you don't. Because it's just charged with that positive energy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need lots of that. Otherwise, I get very sad in this world, running around, I get exhausted easily. But if I keep on going to, like I said, any temple, mosque, gurdwara, church, any place of group prayer where the vibrations are strong, then everyone, all of us, automatically gets charged with that positive energy. I wanted to share something with you, since you had closed your eyes at that time. Just a very basic little exercise, which I thought was quite fascinating. So everybody, I request you to close your eyes. Okay?
Okay.
Now, close your
Let's
eyes.
do it.
Okay. Now, do you have any proof that the world exists? You might hear a few sounds here and there. Do you know that you're a man or a woman? No. Do you know that you're 5 or 50? No. All you know is that I am consciousness. I am consciousness. Is there any beginning to this consciousness? No. Is there any end to this consciousness? No. In 1 minute, we realize just by closing the thin eyelids that I am beginningless, endless consciousness. Okay, so I thought that was fascinating. Who am I? I'm consciousness. And we don't have a choice about these things. This is the truth.
Yeah.
This sounds like the truth. And if we leave the body, it's just a field of energy, right? I'm not the body.
Right.
That's 100% sure.
Right.
Guaranteed 50 years tops, and we're all out of here, or whatever, 100 years.
Yeah.
Right? So who am I? It's energy that's speaking, right?
Yeah.
Your energy, it's aapki atma bol rahi hai na?
Right. Right.
So just a little bit of, calculation and figuring it out. So it sounds strange because we're not living in that consciousness, because we're always talking about the next project or the next money or the next news or whatever. All worldly stuff. We're not looking inwards. We're not sitting alone under the sky and saying, hi, God, where are you? We're not having those conversations. So we've lost touch. So I want to keep in touch with it. I don't want to lose myself.
You mentioned the rat race. When you were in your, your peak kind of VJing years, did you feel like that was the rat race?
So till I was in ISKCON, I was happy. I used to go to the temple, come out, do my shoot, and go back to the temple. So that was properly balanced for me. But I had to leave ISKCON because some people in my family were concerned about it. They thought it was too much. And so then when I was not going to ISKCON, that time I couldn't handle it. I just couldn't handle being only in the material world or only running around. I can do it. Like I've come here, I went to the temple in the morning, all fresh, got the energy.
Yeah.
Right? Dude, I can tell that I'm bright and cheerful.
Yes, yes.
But if I don't do that, then I run out of energy. So input hoga to output hoga na.
True.
It's as simple as that. To me, I've seen it in my life that I need it. If somebody doesn't need it, it means in past lives or they're already connected, they're already charged up.
Yeah.
But I need to make the effort.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
struggle with that. But I have to do it. And when I do it, I feel good. That's why I really believe in encouraging people to find out about these things, because it really does help. Really makes a big difference in your life.
You know, you have seen the dawn and the rise of cable television in India. You were at the forefront of it. What are your fondest memories of that time? Now that you were part of history, basically.
Yeah, it was interesting. You know, at that time, COVID, when I first came to Mumbai, there were exactly 7 channels.
Yeah.
No, 8. DD1, DD2, ZTV, and the 5-star TV channels. The sports channel, the news channel, the music channel was MTV. It was franchised to MTV.
Right.
And then the general entertainment channel and something else.
So maybe movies.
Movies, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. So, and then suddenly there was this explosion of channels. And within a few years, there was, hundreds of channels. Now everybody has their own channel, which is great,
Yes.
So, it was an exciting time. People now refer to it as the golden era of television in India.
Yeah.
Because everything just in the 90s just blossomed out. Yeah. So it was exciting. It was a bit overwhelming also, because I remember when I was in Dubai, the first time, मैंने fashion street के कपड़े पहने थे. There was no designers or anything, just 100 रुपए का shorts. Because Channel V was a college kids channel.
Right.
So we were told not to wear designer clothes, just buy any, tank top and shorts and just run around.
Yeah.
And so I went to Dubai and they had a Channel V night. And I remember standing backstage and going, so what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, I was just a kid. I still am. Half the time I don't know what to do. So they said, just go on stage and talk, just take the mic. And I went on stage and they were all going, and I was like, huh? Like, who are they talking to? Like me?
Yeah.
And little old me from Ajax, Ontario, just this little kid from Dennis O'Connor High School.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, this is powerful. And how do I use this? The question is always, what is the point of this? It's not for me. Right? It's not for me. It's not that, okay, what am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
Beyond a house and a car, what are you going to do with too much of money or success anyway?
Sure.
How much do you need? So I said, I must use this. So then I started doing a lot of social work as well. For the cancer patients. We did a crusade against tobacco, using it to help people to come onto the right track, helping those who underprivileged, people who don't have. That was very meaningful for me. Children's education, women empowerment. These things also helped to give me purpose in my career. That is not just about me and how great I can be. And always I found my work, and any work is service. As an anchor also, it's here to make others happy. You go on stage, hey, how are you, to make the other person happy?
Yeah.
It's not about my false eyelashes or my high heels or my latest haircut. It's not about that. Anchoring, acting is not about that. It's about entertaining people. It's about uplifting them, spreading joy.
Yeah.
Spreading happiness.
Yeah.
So when you have that purity of intention, which I always did. See, what I'm trying to say here is that people who know me from the time I was 18, 28, 38, 48, they know that this is Ruby. Okay, they're not surprised by it.
Yeah.
It's those who've only seen me on TV who think that that's just it.
Right.
Because they don't know there's a person behind that.
Yeah.
There's a person who then, like even now, after I finish this, I'll be like, chala. Oh, I got to pick up my kids. What happened? We ran out of
Mom mode.
Real life mode.
Yes.
I'll go to the tailor, and then we ran out of bread or whatever, right? There's a flat tire. So I'm just living a normal life in India, and I like to live a normal life.
Yeah.
I never understood what a 5-star life is like.
Yeah.
I don't mind going to a 5-star hotel once in a while for dinner, anniversary, whatever. But I cannot live a celebrity life.
Right.
I cannot relate to it. I grew up in middle class, Indo-Canadian culture, and that's what I'm always going to be.
Was fame hard to swallow when it first kind of hit you?
Yeah, I remember when I was once sitting and watching the sunset at Churchgate, and a car went by and said, Ruby, and I went, am I never going to be able to watch the sunset again? Because I love my privacy. I really do. But luckily, I'm not that famous. I mean, there's a niche audience that knows me, like the youngsters, the teens. So when I was 20, the 5 to 25 group
Yeah.
knew me from Channel V.
Yeah.
So the film stars were the ones who can't walk down the street and can't have a vada pav and can't do that stuff. But VJs were on the streets anyway. Okay, anchors were on the streets, so we were considered one of the people, not like somebody who's on a pedestal, like the film stars. The film stars were on a pedestal.
Yeah.
You can't see them having golgappe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But VJs were always on the streets anyway.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what we do in Insta now?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You guys were the OGs. Absolutely.
Yeah, we started with that.
Absolutely.
Like, guys, I'm having a pani puri, pav bhaji, Sardar pav bhaji. And,
Yes.
so we used to do all that stuff.
Yes.
So we're always with the people. That way I'm thankful that I could be a little famous, get all, taste that. And at the same time, I can live my life also. So I'm so happy about that.
Yeah. So as a kid growing up in North America, I remember my sister and I don't know how we discovered that you were from, Canada.
Right.
And I remember the excitement because at that time we didn't really, this crossover to dur dur tak nahi tha.
Right.
And people didn't traverse both territories easily. So it was so fascinating for us that, oh my God, somebody else with an American accent or Canadian accent is working in Indian media. So do you ever consider yourself a trailblazer in that respect?
So actually, COVID, I never think about myself. Like you're talking about all this, तो मुझे भी सोचना पड़ता है कि हाँ, ये सब. क्योंकि, so, how do I explain? Yeah, okay, what's the right answer? The right answer is yes, it was. It was trailblazing. It was unusual. Yeah. When I think about it, it blows my mind. Like I can't believe it. But thankfully, I don't have to think about it. I have made my life very simple so that I can live it.
People in US have had a lot of exposure to India. People in India have had a lot of exposure to the West. It wasn't like that in the 90s. So did you feel like, how did you adjust to the dynamics of working in Hindi television at the time?
Well, okay. So, it feels like yesterday. It doesn't feel like it's been, I actually completed 32 years in India on the 24th of February. So, and 20 years of Kriya Diksha on the 26th of February. So February is a big month for me. But I remember when I came, and then when I was in Canada, I had long hair and a nathni, as I wanted to be Indian. Huh. So I was known as the Indian girl in Canada. Yeah. When I came here, I was known as the girl from Canada. You're Canadian. I said, no, but I'm Indian. How are you Indian? I didn't understand that. I thought I'm Indian, but here I was considered Canadian. Yeah. Oh, the girl from Canada. And then I simultaneously got my hair cut because when we would shoot, they would blow dry it. I said, kuch bachne to wala nahi hai, I might as well chop it off. Because this is something I can just kind of look smart without really damaging it. Yeah. So I like to be natural. I like to be healthy, So that was crazy for me. But at the same time, I was enjoying it. I loved it. I love the people. Okay, I love Mumbai. I think Mumbai suits me because there's every people from all over the world here, okay? And Bombay's a happening place. Like, there's no complexes. Jaise in us time pe, if you go into the inner parts of India, like you've come from another planet. Yeah. But Bombay's cool. Everyone's cool. Like, kya karti hai? I remember all my friends used to say, samajh le kya hai? Zyada kat pit mat kar. Zyada accent mat maar. And I'd be like, okay, they just ground you,
Yeah. And then this is my natural accent. Kya karu?
Exactly,
So, going from interacting with people on the streets, getting down into what, young India wants, was that kind of the trigger of understanding what human beings go through and wanting to become a life coach?
Okay, so basically, COVID, the truth is, this is my journey. Yeah. Right here, right on the table. Let me just put all my cards right on the table. Here's this 18-year-old from Toronto, from Ajax, okay, with lots of joy and a happy person, cheerful person, right? I get it from my mom. She loves to crack jokes, life of the party. And so I wanted to do something with that, but I didn't know what to do. And at the same time, I didn't want to do something that would not be enough, and then I'd have to do the next thing. Like the inner voice. You know how they say, okay, you think that you have, a house and 2 cars, you'll be happy, but you won't be happy, you'll want the next thing. So I didn't want that endless search for happiness. I wanted to ek hi baar find the ultimate happiness and make sure that I have achieved the purpose of human life, no regrets. That's important to me because I have a strong inner voice. And if my inner voice is saying, this is not the purpose of life, you can be a VJ, you can be a star, but that's not the purpose of life. And that inner voice was bothering me. I said, what is the purpose of life? It's to find God. Have you found God? Yes or no? Was the question at 30 that really hit me. Can I say, yes, I have found God? If not, then get on with it. Do it. Do it, whatever that means. Okay, whatever that means until you've answered your inner voice. Because when I'm 75, I don't want to look back and say I didn't do what I needed to do with my life. I got carried away with people's expectations of me or of life. That we should be successful, married, kids, whatever is the definition of success may not be what I'm looking for from my life. So it has to be clear in my eyes and in God's eyes, most importantly. Should be what He wants. So mental, physical, and spiritual optimization. So let me talk about that. So when I left everything to find God, I did that. And then I got married, had kids like everybody else, right? Everyone else, women especially, kind of leave their careers to raise kids. Most of us need to do that, to focus on them. And then 2 years ago, I said, well, I need to make some money now because I had spent a lot of money reorganizing my life. And I said, now I don't want to re-enter as an anchor. Anchoring is fine. I can do it. But it doesn't come from my soul. It is not my swadharma. Okay, I like this word, swadharma, your soul call. That is life coaching. That is, and I'm so thankful that in India, I don't need a certificate to be a life coach. Okay, it's a general term. It's not like a psychologist, okay, who needs a degree.
Right.
Okay, I'm a life coach, personal guide and mentor, especially for women. Because I want to say to all the women out there and gentlemen as well, that we all need someone to talk to. And I remember when my kids were small, I just couldn't find anyone to really talk to. Not a professional. I mean, I had my mom, I had my friends, but I needed like somebody who was objective and who could give me some coping strategies. Okay. So there were counselors and or psychologists or psychiatrists who would give me an appointment 2 weeks from now, which I don't need. And 1 hour is not enough. So I started this myself, a women's helpline where you can call me and talk to me anytime you need me. I'm there for you. And I charge a little bit, 1,000, 2,000, depends whatever the budget, however duration. And I'm on call. I am your personal best friend. I am your personal cheerleader to motivate, encourage, inspire you to be the best you can be. This comes from my heart. This is from my soul. I just love people. And this is the way I could utilize, whatever success or fame or whatever to help people. Because if I'm telling you, if you've grown up watching me, let's say, like I grew up watching Amitabh Bachchan. If Amitabh Bachchan tells me, come on, Ruby, you're great, you can do this, I'd be on top of the world.
Yes.
I would just be like so charged up. So same way, I said, this is how I can utilize that to help each individual. And I'm good one-on-one. I love one-on-one. I can do it with millions or, on TV, I can do it. But it's very touching and very, very satisfying when there's like, I have people in America who call me and say, I'm going through a divorce. And I'm like, I understand. I'm there with you. Anytime you want to talk. And they're like, but you must be so busy. I'm like, well, no, not really. I mean.
Do you feel people ever get intimidated by the thought of talking to you?
Initially, they are a little bit initially. But then I get right down to it. I'm like, okay, listen, forget all that crap. What's going on? Tell me. And they're like, this happened and this, and I'm like, and I say, it's a gift. It's a gift. It's surprising to me how well it goes. Because I'm just so into it. I'm like, okay, tell me, where did you grow up? What's happening right now? What do you want from your life? Okay, roti, kapda, makan hai? Haan hai. Basics hai? Bhagwan ki kripa hai. Yeah, that's true. Those kinds
Perspective.
of... I'm there. I'm telling them, okay, listen, we're all struggling. We all have kids. We're all going crazy. All of us. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
The biggest lie we say is, hi, how are you? I am fine. Nobody's fine. Nobody. Everyone's going crazy with either mental, physical, spiritual. Ya to sab kuch kar liya hai, to spirituality nahi kiya hai. Once you start spirituality, it's a whole different world. What is it? Are you supposed to be nice to people? Are you supposed to, like, let's say somebody does wrong. Are you supposed to be kind or are you supposed to set it straight? It's really tricky. Like, satya, ahimsa, brahmacharya. Are you supposed to speak the truth all the time? Like,
at the risk of hurting somebody.
It took me 2 years to figure out how to speak the truth. 2 years.
Yes.
When I was practicing satya.
Yes.
Now it comes effortlessly. Now if you say, what are you doing? I just say I'm busy. Whether I'm busy eating, busy working, busy resting, I am busy, and that is the truth. I'm busy doing what I need to do right now.
Yeah.
So I don't really need to come out and tell you the truth all the time.
Right.
Per se, but I don't have to lie either.
Yeah.
So working on these concepts, it drives you crazy. So there's a lot There's just so much to deal with in life. So that's what I share in my life coaching. And it's very simple also because a lot of actors and anchors do start their personality development institutes. So it's kind of natural, like Anupam Kherji had done it. So personality development, happiness, that's my favorite topic. How to be happy. Meditation, weight loss. Wait, 1 kilo in one day. Okay, because I went to 100 kilos, came back to 57, went to 86, came back to 57. It's a constant struggle to remain thin. People say, oh my gosh, you're so slim. But, you know, it catches up around the tummy for all of us after we have kids. So how to lose that weight quick and fast, you have to report to me. I'll tell you what to do. And in one day, you will lose 1 kilo. You know, try it out. It's all safe and natural. And it's fun. It's easy. It's doable and you get your result. So these are the things that actually motivate me as a person. And mental, physical, and spiritual optimization. So body, mind, and soul. So keeping the body as fit as possible. Now I'm 52. Okay, we have 60, 70, 80, 90 coming up. तो अभी से ध्यान रखेंगे तो जाके उस टाइप पे हम कर पाएंगे थोड़ा बहुत. So physical fitness, number one. Well, God is number one, but right in there, close second. Mental health is natural. I think you talk to your friends or you have some peace. So body and soul. So body, keeping it fit as possible, and soul. Soul has so much to offer. It has so much. Spirituality, जो इसको कहते हैं खजाना. Okay, ये ऐसा खजाना है जो हम इंडिया में जानते हैं. You know, if you don't have it, you run dry. You know, you just feel exhausted all the time. And those who have it, like my grandmother, my dadima, 80, 90, she was full of joy. She would do her Ekadashi and Laddu Gopal Puja, and she was blissful till her last breath because she was taking from that. So I think there's so much to offer in body, mind, and soul. We must optimize this, and I'm really passionate about this. Whatever I did in my career, whatever I was fortunate to receive, okay, I share that with others. I'm like here to help you do your makeup, you know, your hair care, your skin care, you know, your personality, your grooming, spoken English. It's another, you know, people asked me to do it. Can you help us with English? I said, sure. Whatever I can do to make you the best you can be. Communication skills. It's another program I have. So I do all of that. But the one that's closest to my heart is personal support, where I'm just there for you, holding your hand.
What do you think makes people happy?
So happiness is my favorite topic. Okay, happiness is very interesting. I think happiness is a universal topic. Everybody wants to be happy. Okay, that's not something that anybody would say.
And we're chasing it.
Yeah. So I think happiness can be anything from 0 to 100. It can be anything from a 10 rupee ice cream to God realization. Okay, so as a mom, as a wife, as a family grihasta, you know, I'm feeling down, grumpy, sad, so let's order a pizza.
Or the lollipop.
You're the lollipop. You know, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Like I find if I'm walking down Lokhandwala, like, oh shoot, my tailor didn't give me my stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do. And you know, what the budget issue or whatever, there's a pandemics or whatever is the issue.
Yeah.
And then I see my favorite shop and I just go buy a little, you know, bubble gum or something. And I'm happy for 5-10 minutes having a little bag of chips or something, you know. So it can be anything from that to, like I said, God realization. Now, it is very important to have inner joy. Inner joy is the real happiness, okay? The 5-year-old who's jumping around without money, without any achievements in life, okay? But he's fit also. Please note, the 5-year-old plays. What he does to play is a workout for us.
Right.
So keeping ourselves as fit as possible, and then, like I said, you know, having the joy of the soul through bhajan, kirtan, havan, meditation, temple visits, surrounding ourselves with positive energy. So happiness is positivity. Okay, light versus darkness. So would a drink be happy? No, because it leads to liver cirrhosis. Would drugs be happy? Brain damage. Would smoking be happy? Not whether it's right or wrong. I'm not judging anybody. But is it happy when you have cancer? And when you're 50, you have cancer and then there's no ilaj nahi hai, na idhar ke na ho. So think, what is real happiness? Is what makes you happy today and tomorrow. Things that are permanent, right? Things that don't damage the body, mind, and soul. Optimizing the body, mind, and soul to me is happiness. If I'm fit, if I'm fat, I'm not happy. I gain weight Diwali and I am miserable. Because now suddenly there's 4 kilos and I can't get out of bed, you know. So fitness and then spirituality, you're lots of charging yourself with all these positive things. That's happiness to me.
Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a more religious person or a more spiritual person?
Good question. So I was first religious, then I moved into spirituality. Now I do both. I do both because, like I said, Krishna Bhakti is just natural to me. It just feels like when I'm in ISKCON, my tilak, kanthi, my sari, and people look at me and say, "Are you a sannyasi? Are you a swamini?" And I'm like, well, I'll be wearing a miniskirt in Lokhandwala in 1 hour, and have an event.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, I'm not a swamini, but I look like it and I feel like it when I'm doing that. So that, if I lived in Vrindavan, I would just be so happy. It's a no-brainer for me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
When I think about it, I wonder. But when I'm doing it, it's so natural to me. It's so natural. So maybe past life or something, I don't know. So now I'm thankful that I am also objective. Initially, I was really upset about having to be a VJ and stuff like that because I'm not really a TV watcher and I'm not into these things. But my friends in Canada said, "You're a VJ? Like, where did that come from?" You know? But now I'm thankful that I'm living outside also because then I can help people who are like me, right? The objectivity.
Yeah.
Okay? Because when you're totally into it, then you can't relate to football. Like my boys, they play football, right? And that's what they do. So if I was totally into sannyas and everything, I'd be like, what's the point of football? I do say that to them at times, right? But I do understand you need this. Life is a pizza. Because pizza is coming up a lot in this conversation. I love pizza anyway. So pizza, there's 8 slices of the pizza, right? We all have our career, our financial. Now career and finance may be the same or may not be, right? Finance might be coming from somewhere else and you do something that makes you happy. So career, finance, spouse, kids, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, social work, spiritual life. These are all slices of the pizza of life.
Yeah.
So honestly, we're all doing that. And in Bombay, you see it all the time. Now Ramzan is going on. So you'll see all the Muslims wearing their traditional dress and doing their prayers and then wearing jeans and t-shirt and going to work. Okay. So I think in India, we see it all the time. We go to temple wearing salwar kameez and then we go to office wearing a suit like you are. So it's normal. We all do that.
Yeah.
But because I'm doing it, it's highlighted because I'm in media. Okay. But when everyone else is doing it, it's normal.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't wear jeans to the temple and I don't wear salwar kameez if I'm going to a 5-star hotel with my husband.
Yeah.
I would wear a dress.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's a normal life. I'm just like everybody else.
Yeah.
जितनी life simple होगी उतना आप हंस पाओगे. And सबसे बड़ी बात जो I think हमने बात नहीं की इस चीज के बारे में, that is time. You have to have time to enjoy your journey.
Yeah.
You know, the time to do nothing.
Yeah.
I'm running around being a big celebrity all the time and I'm not happy inside. What's the point of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so I homeschool. I don't send the kids to school.
Yeah.
There's no schooling. There's just no schooling. They do the 10th privately, do the 12th privately, get your certificate. So you can enjoy your journey. क्योंकि दिन में इतने सारे काम होते हैं वैसे भी. I don't want to be running around like a headless chicken all the time. थोड़ा बहुत ठीक है. And then in the evenings, I want to have some time to relax, enjoy, do nothing, sit in my car, scroll myself, watch Golden Girls from the 80s. You know,
I love Golden Girls.
Yeah. I feel like I've come home of Golden Girls. So, you know, like just do.
Who's your favorite character in Golden Girls?
Dorothy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the smart one. I relate to her. She's, you know,
Yeah.
the only one who's kind of got
Using her. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's so I mean I just want to do that mindless stuff also now, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Just mindless watching TV, which I've never done my whole life and now I can.
So speaking of TV, so Kasautii Zindagii Kay is finishing 25 years this year. At its time, it was and remains one of the biggest, most memorable shows of Hindi television. Take us back to that time. How did you get cast for Kasautii Zindagii Kay in the role of Menaka? Going from being this hip and cool VJ to daily soaps, how did that happen? And why did you take it up?
Right. Okay. So I basically, like I said, when I came to Bombay, I just said, Bombay, here I am. I thought I'd come for films.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Bollywood, there was nothing else. When we were growing up, we just watched Amitabh and Rekha films.
Yeah.
So I came to Bombay thinking I'd be in movies. And TV had just started. So they asked me if I'd like to try TV. I said, sure. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing here. I just came and said, God will lead me, you know, whatever he wants me to do. So television VJ happened and it worked for me and people liked it and I was good at it. My mom used to say when I was growing up, "Kya fizul ki baatein karti rehti hai?" You know, all day I'd be chirping around, cracking nonsense.
The whole world is paying to watch you,
Exactly.
watch you
Call my
talk.
mom. I said, Mom, you know how much I charge now for Fizul ki baatein?"
Yes,
You know?
yes.
In fact, a friend of mine, he'd called me to anchor an event. He said, how much will you charge? I said, 1 lakh for. He said, आधे घंटे की बकबक के लिए 1 लाख रुपया? And I'm like, well, you know, that's what's working right now. So why not? So then I left Channel V. I worked with them for 4 years. Then I was generally anchoring. I did Good Morning India, Kinetic Mega Show.
It was huge. Kinetic Mega Show was huge.
That was so beautiful. Yeah, Amitabh Bachchan on the show. So good.
SRK, you interviewed everybody.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That was really good. Zeenat Aman, I remember.
Yeah.
So, and then there was a bit of a dull patch. Nothing was happening. And Balaji was big news at that time with all their gay serials.
Yes, Kyun Ki Kahani. Yeah.
So I was kind of sitting around wondering what's going to happen next. And I was always open to anything. I'd worked in serials before. I did Ye Hai Raaz, okay, as a cop when I was 22. And I'd done a few bits in Jassi Jaisi Koi and some other shows, you know, with characters here and there. So generally, see, in our field, it's all the same. Acting, modeling, anchoring. You have actors who are anchoring.
Yes.
Like IFA Awards, the actors will anchor.
Yes.
You have anchors who are acting. You have cricketers who are modeling, right?
Yeah.
Doing their ads.
Yeah.
So it's just one big industry. And then Balaji called me and said if I'd like to do a role. And I said, I'd love to work with Balaji.
Yeah.
So that's how it happened. I wasn't too happy playing a negative character. So I like to be positive. But the character was very elegant.
Yes.
Very graceful.
Very chic.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she had a style. She had an elegance. So I said, okay. So when you're working, you're working.
Yeah.
And I was not that fussy with what I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm not kind of like check my script and make sure I choose the right role.
Yeah.
I don't really do that. I just work.
Yeah.
I take it as work.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Any memories of the sets of Kasautii?
So Kasautii, so my daughter.
Yeah.
Tarana Raja.
Tarana, yes.
Yeah. I was 28 and she was 25.
Yeah.
So she's 3 years younger than me.
How typical in television. Yeah.
So that was funny.
Yeah.
And then we had Shweta and I were best friends.
Yeah.
Jabki on-screen.
On-screen, so you were, going to the same mat.
No. Me and Shweta, we'd compare like sari, kaun si pehenni hai. I said, how do you stay so fit? You have a kid, ye wo. At times, I would even give her a manicure.
Achha.
I found a way to like make, it's funny, this girly thing. Somebody said olive oil and salt.
Okay.
If you just massage for 5 minutes, I tried it. My hands were so soft. I said, if you try, no. So I sat her down. I was doing that. And I was doing this olive oil and salt massage, this girly thing backstage, back in our makeup rooms. And somebody came in and said, isko shoot karna chahiye. Ki maine kaha uski seva kar rahi hai. I said, seva nahi kar rahi, we're just having fun. So, you know, whatever. I mean, so all of us backstage would just have, like, back in our makeup rooms, would have a lot of fun. Then Ronit and I, we had on-screen and off-screen rivalry.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, he'd always be, like, pulling my leg in some way. And his wife and I are really good friends. Okay. She's Neelam, she's from Hare Krishna. But he'd always say, so, you know, and he'd taunt me about something or the other. And I'd be like, yeah, I don't know what to say now. And so that was kind of strange and funny. But of course, he's very nice now, very respectful. We were younger then. Yeah. Everyone going crazy all the time. What else in Kasautii? So Cookie,
the little one. Yes.
She ran up to me a few years ago.
Okay.
You know, do you remember me? I'm Cookie. I'm like, you're so big now. Yeah. She was 5 or 6 at that time. Yeah. She used to always come and hug me. She thought I'm her mom. Yeah. And then she's now married and she's 28 or 30 now or something.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Lots of love from the audiences for that role?
No love.
Lots of hate. Lots of hate. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, people were dazzled by the gowns and the char kutto ke saath, the entry.
Yes.
The 4 bodyguards and the 4 dogs. Yes. So people were dazzled. But people used to come and ask me, "Tu kyun aisa kaam kar rahi hai?" I'm like, what did I do? Yeah. You know, and no, tumne kyun uska ghar bigada hua hai Shweta ka? And all. I'm like, gosh, it's just a serial. Like, I'm just an actor.
Yeah.
So it's funny. Yeah. Once, actually, I was running around. I went for a yoga class in my tracks. And one lady said to me, are you Ruby Bhatia? And I'm like, and then what she said next made my jaw drop to the ground. Are you Ruby Bhatia's daughter? And I'm like, no. I said, I am Ruby. Usme to bahut buddhi lagti hai abhi isme to. Because I was playing.
You're playing a mother of,
I was 28 playing a 45-year-old or something.
Yes.
And in real life, I was running around in my tracks.
Yes.
So see, we are actors. So we know that that's just job. It's just a work. Like, that's it. It's not who we really are. But for the people, it's very serious. So.
Yeah, I mean, I remember your character was giving tough competition to Komolika. First it was only Komalika, ab ye bhi aa gayi hai. You know, it was that.
No, Urvashi, they were good
Yes.
friends. She's a wonderful actress,
Yes.
wonderful person.
Yes.
So
yes.
behind the scenes, it's always fun. It's always like a family.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all just getting the job done.
Yeah. Does it feel like 25 years have gone by with that show?
No,
Yeah.
nothing. Now then suddenly, actually, COVID, I'm just sharing with you. At 52, I don't feel like I'm 52. And I'm feeling a rebirth. Like my kids are bigger and I can do what I want now. I'm acting a bit, I'm anchoring a bit, I'm doing some events, I'm out, doing things. And I'm living life again. So I'm really happy that I could have so I feel like I'm 28 again. I don't feel I don't think I look any different, just a couple of wrinkles here.
Oh yeah, you don't look different.
The makeup se ho jayega. AI.
Up the AI is going to replace all of us.
Exactly, we don't have to worry about it.
But you mentioned the word rebirth. Now that there's been a rebirth, as you said, metaphorically, what does this rebirth hold? And in the future, where do you see yourself going with this rebirth?
I'm just thankful as a mom to get my breathing time back. Like it's been so intense. It's always the kids. Like, I mean, so many times, n number of times, I've got an event and I'm making good money, and last minute, viral fever, 104. Sorry, I can't make it. My child is sick. I can't come.
Yeah.
But madam, sorry, I'm returning the money. I have no time to talk. Run to the hospital, run to the pediatricians, because that's all that matters, right? There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Bad relationship, whatever it is, that comes first. And then I stopped taking events. I said, there's no point because I won't be able to make it. There's always going to be something last minute and I don't want to mess it up for them.
Yeah.
So then I just took some time where it's just, and then the lockdown happened anyway.
Yeah.
So, it's been so intense as a mom. And I don't have maids or drivers or anything. I do everything myself. Canadian style.
Yeah.
So because they don't come, फिर छुट्टी मारते हैं जो भी है फिर उनके पीछे लगे रहो.
Managing them is the whole thing.
Then I said I'll just do it myself. So now the rebirth for me as an individual just means doing all those things that I loved doing. Before marriage, after marriage, like me and my hubby, we get more time to go out now. Just him and me. That's beautiful. Just having a coffee with him is like, wow, I'm 32 again when we first met. He looks the same and I think I kind of look the same as well. So just the little things of life. So where do I see myself going with this? I don't really know, but I do know that life coaching is very powerful.
Yeah.
This is one way that I can reach out not only to the individual, but to the millions. Because the journey I have had, is what everybody has gone through. What made us happy at 20? We had the hormones at 20. Okay, how do we be happy at 50? I feel a sense of responsibility to my generation to make them happy today. And that is not just the next music video. That's what it was at 20. Happiness today is yoga, meditation, exercise, weight loss, very, very important. Family, work, balancing, and believing in happiness. Let's not stop believing in happiness. No matter what struggles we've gone through, let's not be bitter. Let's have hope. Okay, let's fight the battle for happiness. It's a battle and you have to fight it. You have to live simply. You have to let go of a lot of that clutter that you've accumulated, baggage in your head also. To be that fresh, person that you were at 16. Why can't you be that today?
Rebirth.
Yeah. Why can't we find that person?
Yeah.
So what I'm doing right now is not away from the world. It is more there, but it's internal. It's how can I help my generation to be happy at 50, So, and that's where I personally am there for them, one-on-one, so that I can be there for you when you're feeling low. And it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So if you need help, if you think I can help you in your journey in any way, do contact me. Can I give my number?
Yeah, please do.
So I have this WhatsApp number, which is available, 98923125531. Or you can DM me on my Insta account, RubyBhatia123. And I handle everything by myself. It's direct, it's personal, it's for you. And this is what works. That one-on-one thing.
Yeah.
Not the big shosha of show business and glamour and everything.
Yes.
That is only to help others because we are fortunate in this field to be able to optimize. Why doesn't the average person think they can do it? Whether you're a doctor, whether you're a clerk, whether you're a secretary, whatever you do in your life, you can look good, feel good, be fit, be happy. is not just for those who are actors and anchors and models.
Yeah.
I think it's better to look like a model than to be one.
Yeah.
Just look like one, just feel like one, just be fit.
Feel like one. That's important.
So good. Why not?
Right.
Jab tak hai jaan,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for taking out the time to talk today. We've enjoyed it so much, and
Thank you.
it was not only a walkthrough of a professional journey, but also of a very deep personal spiritual journey. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think it's important. It's the human aspect that matters.
Yes.
The human struggle.
Yes.
That's what everybody can relate to, no matter what we're doing in our professional lives.
For sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
I'm supposed to slap with the right hand, but I had to slap with the left hand because our main actor, Simar, was not available. It was her weekly off.
Okay.
Then she was not available, so her dupe was standing there. मैंने बहुत सारे एक दो शोज की जिसमें कहते हैं मैम कोई नेगेटिव नहीं है, सिचुएशंस नेगेटिव हैं. मैं कहा हाँ ये तो ऐसा तो होता है, लेकिन 3 हफ्ते के बाद मैं फिर कुछ कर रही होती हूँ या कोई एक नेगेटिव आ जाती है. जिससे बहुत लोग कहते हैं कि आप जितना रोगे हमारी टीआरपी उतनी बढ़ेगी. ठीक है, मुझे उस रोने वाले पार्ट से मुश्किल है कि ऑल द टाइम हम लोग अपने आंखों में आंसू भर के ही रहते हैं.